folks, it's Bishopheals from the ECF Forums and host on Vape TV. How you guys doing, baby? Yo, I'm here today because I gotta give you a new coil build. Yes. Today we're gonna be going on, as I mentioned in the past, I was gonna show you a little bit more of an advanced build on the Mephisto build. Yes, on the Mephisto RBA right over here, baby. So all you Mephisto lovers, forget about it. We're going to be using these whole sizes of the Grand fucking Canyon today, baby. Forget about it. So with this, we're going to be needing the following. And it's going to be giving you moist vape. Mwah, delicious vape. Ooh, sesu, boom, I tell you. Forget about it. You're going to be needing 24 gauge kanthol. Yes. You're also going to be needing 0.8 ribbon, baby. Okay, also kanthol, forget about it. Nothing but the best, baby. Nothing but the best. Mwah! Delicious, I tell you. But let's have a vape. And also, you're gonna be needing, guess what? A drill. Yes, you're gonna be needing a drill. And you're gonna be needing some hedge clippers or big toe clippers. Forget about it, because these are gonna be thick. I mean, really freaking thick. I tell you. And a flat screwdriver. So let's get ready, shall we? So what we're going to be needing is we're going to be doing about, I would say about a foot and a half or so of, this is 24 gauge, okay? So I'm just want to give myself some, there we go. So and put it through the snake hole. And this is for dual coils. So this is about 2 feet roughly, but I'm not going to use all this. So let me just cut a piece off. So we have about a foot and a half or so. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to do that. Okay, so we want to get at least about a foot. There you go. So it's about 2 feet, I would say. So what we're going to be doing is take about 2 feet of kanthol 24 gauge, and the same with the ribbon. Okay, and this is 0.8 ribbon. Okay, so we're going to do about the same thing. So bear with me while I cut the ribbon. Put this on the side. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to measure it. Put the two end points together. Okay, stretch it out like this. Hold this end tight. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that. Okay, do a little loop. Now with this loop, what we're going to do is we're going to insert it in the drill, and what we're going to be using is we're going to be using one for the kanthol round gauge wire down here, and you can use left or right, okay, as far as for the ribbon wire. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be pinching them both independently. So just to show you, this is what we're going to be doing. See that? See what I just did? See if I can focus that a little better. Okay. So what you want to do is, instead of putting it inside the actual center, what you want to do is you just want to put it like that. See that? I'm just going to put it on one. It's hard to, I would have to view it so I can insert it. There you go. So I'm putting it on the side. Okay. Now I got to do the same with the gauge. So I'm going to point these two evenly together. There you go. And create the little loop. And this one, well, my ribbon came out, but that's alright. See that? So I'm hooking this one on the bottom. Okay. Now I need the ribbon. Okay. So here we are. So now we have all 4 wires. Okay. Technically 2 wires. It's just that it's, you know, well, actually it is 4 wires because we're going to be using them in 4 wires. So what we're going to do is get a battery for my drill. Put this at number 2. And what we're going to do is stretch these off. Get a pair of pliers. Like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to start twisting them. And we're going to twist, 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 twist. There we go. So it looks like spikes, like literally like spikes from a pit bull, I tell you. So it pretty much looks like that. Yep. So now we're gonna release it from its cage. Okay. So now we're going to cut the end points off. Okay. So now let's get ready to assemble this, shall we? Oofa. Okay, so we're back, and this is how she looks. See that? So now I'm going to start getting her ready right on the Mephisto, because, you know, these holes are huge, and they're huge for a reason, baby. Forget about it. So we're going to get our rod. Okay, this is about, I would say 2.5, almost 3 mil rod. Anything from 2 mil up to 3 is fine. So I'm going to be doing about, let's do about 5 wraps. That's 1. That's 2. And if you look at this, it's just a monstrosity. I mean, this thing is just, look at this. Look at this. It's like spikes for a pit bull. Look at that. That thing is just dangerous. That's 4. That's 5. Okay? So we got 5 wraps. Again, we're going to be using the big ones, baby. The big ones. Even the big ones give a little bit of an issue to cut him. It's so thick. This thing is just monstrous, I tell you. Totally monstrous. So what I'm actually going to be using is the one that's up top is going to go in the middle, and the one that's underneath is going to go in the side post. So I'm going to have to open up the screws a little bit. Okay, so now it's completely open. There we go. And she's in. So now, just to position this a little bit more in. Watch this. If you get this result, that this one right here is very overlapping over here on the side, I'll fix that very easily. And this is how we're going to fix that. First things first, we're going to tighten down this screw. Okay, it's tightened down. Now what we're going to do is take the pair of pliers and we're going to push to the center. Just a little bit, but as you push it, you're squeezing it and you push it down sides. This is called centering your coil. And as you can see that? Now it's not protruding, now it's not even touching. So you're safe. Okay? That's what I call centering. Okay? Now this one is set. Now we gotta do the same for the other side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release the rod like so. Okay, and as you can see it's inside the base. Okay? So now we gotta wrap the other one. Again, 5 wraps. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Okay. So now we're going to put this in the same way. There we go. Now all you need to do is just push it in, pull it in from the center, pull it in from the negative side. And the same thing as before, we're going to tighten down the negative. And then we're going to push this onto the center. So I'm squeezing it and pushing it to the center. Okay. So as you can see now, see that? It's not in the way at all. So I can release that, stick it to the other one so I can even it out. Because I need to raise this to cut it and make sure this is also in the center. And now I can start tightening down the actual center post. I'm telling you, this thing is going to be awesome. I can't freaking wait to vape this. So now I'm lifting this up, because I'm going to be cutting these tails. Okay, so far everything's looking good. So now let's cut these tails. And it's 1. It's 2. This one. It's 3. Well, that one doesn't even need to be cut, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push it up to the center pole. Now, when you inspect these wraps, what you want to make sure of, let me show you. Okay, is that the wraps themselves is not touching the poles. Okay, so when you're about to fire them, I would advise, if you have like a ceramic tool pliers, that you can actually, as they're getting red, the wraps, then they become very, very easy to move. So you can just like stick one end of the ceramic tip right into the center, and that's it, and it'll give you a little bit of a gap of a space. Same thing with these. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. So we want to make sure that there's no short and that it's positioned correctly, and this is all for safety, because otherwise your battery is going to be extremely you know, it's going to suffer. And this is going to be on the 26650 build. In fact, let me put this on, because I'm just going to do a quick burning, because I have to get a battery for my 26650. So this is just a quick burn. It's not that I'm going to vape on it. So this is just like a pulse burn. Okay, and as you can see, she's firing up real nice. So right now, and we got one side that's firing more than the other, so we're gonna fix that, because this side is the one that's touching on the pole. So all what I'm doing is just giving it some room and making sure it's tightly okay. Now for this one, there we go. See, so it's very important that the negatives are tied down. Now, to tell which one's the loose one, the one that's firing the weakest, then that negative needs to be tightened down a little bit more, okay? And also, you need to make sure and ensure that these wraps, okay, are not touching the pole. It's very, 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 very important. So, right now, all we're doing is doing a quick burn, but there we go. See, now it's all firing up nice and even. Okay, so let me just cool this down, because this thing is hot like a mother right now, because I can't put my hands around that. I've been dry burning this right now, but that's okay. We're gonna hold it right there on the side, and we're gonna get our wick ready. Yes, I still use Japanese cotton, but I also have this, and I got plenty of all different kinds, which I need to finish. So which one do I prefer most? Well, I like them both. So I do use them both, for crying out loud. So, and as far as where you can obtain them, I get them from Fluid Vapor. So they're available at fluidvapor.com. So here we go. So this is what I do. Now we just need a pair of scissors. Just like that. Until there's some resistance. Just like that. So it looks like little bow ties. Okay. Now let's get this off. It's a little hot still, so it's not so bad. So just to give you an idea of where we're at, so we're about 0.12 ohms, okay? And again, like I said, this is mainly for a 26650 build. This is not, I repeat, not, please do not try this on an 18650 build. I know some nutcases will do it, but you know what? Those nutcases, until that thing blows in their hand, in their face, then they'll learn. No matter if they're using a 30 amp battery for an 18650, it's just too intense. I repeat, it's extremely intense. And I'm even using it, as you can see here. Well, I'm on an SX30, which is 30 amps. Okay, so this is 30 amps, which actually goes even higher. Okay, and believe me when I tell you, I will not vape it on here. Okay, literally, because I know myself. I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to do a chain vape. I'm going to enjoy it, and God forbid that thing just goes poof, you know. So it's just not worth it. Now on the 26650, like I'm using it on here, okay, on the Fallout mod, this is a real from Brian Nashstick. Yep. This is the real thing. This isn't a clone. Now, some people may say, well, what do you have against the clones? Well, I can do a video, the pros and cons, clone versus an authentic device. Now, you may look at it as a price tag. I'm looking at it more than a price tag. I'm looking at it at safety. I'm looking at it at quality, okay, of the metal, because the quality of the metal, believe it or not that I'm going to talk to you to death as far as technology or current wise, but you get a lesser stress on the battery. It's a lesser load on an authentic metal versus a clone that's using a lesser grade of a metal. So the lesser grade of a metal, when you try to do something like this, what's going to happen is it's going to be pulling more voltage out of the battery versus the real mechanical authentic mod. Now I can show you this in numbers, I can show you this in load drops, volt drops, everything, but not to go to those extreme levels. I'm just giving it to you plainly, okay, what you would actually experience and why would it be so dangerous. But that's you know, that's my thing. Okay, so again, do this on an authentic mod, a 26650. It could be copper, it could be stainless steel, but an authentic mod, okay, to go to these extreme, if you do want to do this kind of build. Now, what I'm going to be using, I'm not going to be using MNKs. I use is heat powers. Okay, these are 50 amp batteries. Okay, 50 amps. Okay, 26650, 4200 IMR. MAS, sorry. And this is what I use. I don't use MNKs because it's just not sufficient to go to these major sub-ohm applications that I'm applying, especially for this right now. So this is what I'm going to be using. So just to show where we're at. So we're at 4.22 volts. Okay, so we're gonna be putting this. Let's see what's the load. First, let's put some juice, right? That would be smart. Make sure this thing is on. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's. Now, this is what I like about these meters that I got. This is from Friday morning, and many of you guys probably experienced this already in the past when you use tankometers and other devices, that when you're firing at sub-ohms, it melts the insulator of the meter, and it doesn't last very long. This, wow, this is extremely, extremely durable. And it could be found on Friday morning's website. But this is perfect because you can turn on and off the actual mod. Okay. Matter of fact, hold on, because it's so... I don't want to hold this from the Friday morning device while this device weighs. I just want to position the wick inside the deck now. Okay. Like that. And as a side note, are you guys ready and pumped up for VaporCon? VaporCon is this coming week. Yes, yes, yes. I should be getting there Thursday. I'm gonna be going with Frack. We're gonna have one hell of a road trip. He's gonna help videotape the road trip, I guess. So it'll be an adventure. That's for sure. That's totally for sure. Pretty much my plans is to get there by Thursday, early afternoon. I'm gonna leave very, very early Thursday morning. Okay, so this is how she looks. Okay. See if we can, there we go. Okay, so now coat it up a little more. Okay, let me get my fallout mod. This is just to measure the load. Okay, so on the load we got 324, 327, 325. Okay, so that's 325. So if I look at the Ohm's law calculator, okay, so if we put down resistance is 0.12, that's what it was, 0.12 ohms. And we're going to put down 3.25 was the load. Okay, and we're going to calculate that. As you can see, we're at 88 watts. Okay, current is using 27 amps. Okay, 27 amps. So this turns to what I'm trying to explain to you, that if you put this on an 18650 battery, even if the battery is rated at 30 amps, it's not safe, because you're only allowing it 0.03. I mean, you're allowing it's just a 0.3 ampage, okay, of playroom, which isn't enough, because it will spike. The battery will be spiking up and down. And what I mean by that is, as you saw when I was hitting the fire button on my mod, you know, the voltage changed. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So it's going to change. So it's going to spike. That's normal. So if it spikes and it draws more amps than what the battery contains, you're heating up the battery extremely, and it's going to pop. Okay, it's going to go boom. Okay, and that's what we want to avoid here. You need to give yourself at least 10 amps of a playroom. So, I mean, this battery has enough amps. So I have more amps to play with. So this is why I put this on a 26650 mod. Okay, now there are also people that try to go to 0.02, 0.04, which doesn't make sense on an 18650. Dude, guys, you're gonna kill yourself, man. And the battery is not even giving you the power that it needs, because you need more current. As you can see, you got to look at the ampage. Okay, so you got to move on 26650. Okay, and this is a pretty decent and pretty safe build for me at 0.12 to put this on a 26650 if I'm using the key powers. Okay, it's the only way. Okay, for 50 amps, I got plenty of room, almost half ampage free that I'm not really using. So it's more than enough. It's more than enough, and it's safe. Okay, but I just wanted to show you literally on the actual calculator, so that way you're already a bit aware of. Okay, so now let's get this party started, shall we? So again, 0.12. Okay, we're gonna put it back on here, and we're gonna have ourselves one hell of a vape, because I am dying to vape. This thing is gonna be, ooh, delicious. Okay, so this is going to be Mephisto. I'm going to have both ends open. There we go. And as you can see, man, I'm telling you, you can look at the teeth marks on this bad boy. It's insane. Totally insane. Look at that. There we go. So with that, let's get this party started. Okay, so we're back. This is 0.12 ohms. Okay, it's on my Fallout mod. Oofa, I tell you. Copper. Which, by the way, Brian sent me the tube. I'm waiting for it to arrive. It's for two 26650s. So stay tuned for that one, that's for sure. Ooh, that's going to be massive. So let's see. Let's give this thing a go. Wow. That's insane. That's totally insane, I tell you. It's dense. Very dense, I tell you. Needs a little bit more juice. I'm actually using Epic Nebula. Ooh, baby. This thing is delicious. Matter of fact, I may have to go to Moe's today. That's right, they have the monthly meat today, I believe. Yes. I need some more of this. So if you guys are watching, let me tell you, hold the tunic, baby. Hold the tunic, because Bishop is coming. Bishop is coming. Forget about it. Oopa. Totally insane, man. That's a vape. Oh, man. Oopa. This thing is delicious, man. And it's nice and cool. It's nice and cool, baby. I mean... Oh, man. Delicious. Forget about it. Oh, man. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane to the membrane. Oof. All right, kiddies. So this is a little bit of an advanced coil build. I showed you the importance of safety. One, it's, believe me when I tell you, safety is extremely important. Okay, very, very, very important. And you know, for you new cats that are probably catching this video, feel free to subscribe. And if you have any questions as far as for any kind of coil builds that I may have not shown but are interested in, hit me up, send me a quick email. I'll be more than happy to help you out. It's just that, you know, there's a lot of people that approaches me and they want to do certain builds, and I turn them down due to safety because of their mods that they're using. If I don't find them or deem them to be safe to handle these kinds of builds, I will still build them a coil, of course. You know, but it's not going to be an intense of a result as something like this for this kind of application. If the application is too demanding for the device, you know, it's because of safety, you know. So don't think of it as that I'm being a dick about it, that I'm just not doing it because of that. It's mainly because I'm really concerned. I don't want this thing to blow up in your face, literally. Okay, so if you have the right battery, you have the right device, I'll be more than happy to teach you, keyword, teach you, okay, about the safety and how to build. Okay, but if it's just something that you just want to blow plumes and don't care about safety, don't come to me. Don't come to me, because I will be those people that will call a dick. Okay, so with that, I'll let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and if you're in the New York area, come down to Mo Vapes, baby, because they have their meet later on this afternoon. I will definitely be there because I need some epic nibbler, and plus I gotta go apartment hunting. Yes, I need to find an apartment, a place. Well, anyway, that's too much info. Okay, so with that, let you guys go. Live hard and vape hard. Forget about it.